Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for this week's video, unfortunately I don't have a new painting to share with you guys. I've been really busy working on a couple different commissions and I can't share what those are with you guys just yet or share that footage. So I thought that instead I would give you guys a quick video on my favorite acrylic painting supplies and what I like to use the most when it comes to creating all of my paintings. So if you guys are interested in seeing about that, then go ahead and keep watching. So when it comes to all of your acrylic supplies, and really art supplies in general, I really believe that the quality you pay for is the quality you get. In other words, when I first began painting, I had bought the value, the cheapest, the everything as cheap as I could get, and once I started investing a little bit more money into supplies that were a little more professional and artist grade, I really noticed a difference in the quality of pieces I was able to create with that supplies in comparison to the cheaper generic brands. I'm not going to call any brands out right now, but yeah, so definitely do your research. I feel like it's really important to put forth a little bit of extra money when it comes to getting good painting supplies. Other than canvas, a surface that I've been really enjoying lately is gesso boards, and I know that I've talked about this on pretty much everything, my blog, my Instagram, other YouTube videos. I can't hype them up enough. Just in comparing canvases to working on these, I have just fallen in love, you guys. So for me, I've really grown to love the smooth texture of surface. This is currently my stash of art boards. They're all gesso boards. There's two different brands here. So when I first started out painting on these gesso boards, I used this brand, Mona Lisa by Speedball, and I was not disappointed. I was so pleased, and this, I don't think I'm going to buy any other gesso boards other than these. They've got this nice pretty, like, I don't know, the backs even are super pretty. I really, really love them. But they are such a smooth texture, and I feel like the paintings that I've done on them have been, camera doesn't do them justice. It's really awesome seeing them in person. So yeah, I've been painting a lot on the size 9x12, which is what these are. Switching down from working on canvas that are size 16 by 20 to working on the 9x12s here has been such a relief. I feel like I've been so spoiled because I'm able to finish my pieces so much faster since these are so durable. Like, you can't bend this at all. Since they're so durable and sturdy, I don't have to worry about the amount of pressure that I'm using when I'm sketching out my piece. When I start the painting, yeah, I can't say anything negative about this, really. I love it so much. And again, this is all my preference. I'm not saying canvases are bad, don't get them. I'm saying for what I like, I found that I like these a lot better. So, other than the canvases and these gesso boards, I also decided, because it can be difficult buying a lot of high quality art supplies all at one time. It gets very expensive and it really hurts the wallet. So I was on Treckle, and I also bought their Treckle brand gesso boards. So I'll hold it up if you guys can see. So these ones are on birch, and so you can see the back. They're still really pretty. I was slightly disappointed though, because a couple of them when I got them, I ordered them online obviously, when I got them in the mail they were a little bit warped. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to tell from the camera. But yeah, so I was a little bit sad about that, and if you can definitely bend them a lot more than the other gesso board brand that I was using, and I think that just might be because I got birch, and I'm not really sure, but these are also a lot more textured than the Speedball Mona Lisa ones. There's a lot more texture on these. It feels similar to canvas, not as just the texture. It's not like as bendy and, you know, flimsy as canvas can be. So So yeah, I haven't actually painted on these just because I've been a little bit like, I don't know, I just haven't tried them yet. I really, really, really like the other brand. So yeah, we'll see how I like these. I'm excited to give them a shot. I have a couple different sizes, so yeah, that's the other brand of boards that I have. Okay guys, so probably one of the most important items in this whole video is paint. So along with what I had said about painting on surfaces and just in general when you're getting your art supplies, you definitely want to not skimp out when it comes to the paint that you're using. I was using very cheap paints when I first started out, and then once I started switching to a better quality, I noticed a world of differences. So I won't call out the other brands the cheaper value brands that I was using beforehand, but I had moved up to Grumbacher Academy, which I hope I'm saying that right, Grumbacher. But I have not been disappointed. The quality of these paints have been amazing, and I haven't bought any other brand ever since I discovered these. The pigment is just so vibrant, and yeah, I haven't had any bad experiences with these paints. I really love the texture. They're really buttery, and I don't know, that's some artist talk for you saying your paint is buttery. But yeah, I really enjoy the Grumbacher paints. That's pretty much all I use for acrylics, other than if I'm still using up a lot of old paints that I've had in the past that I've purchased, because I try not to waste as much as I can. Yeah, so this is my brand of acrylics moving forward. Unless you guys tell me otherwise, or if you have any other paint suggestions you think I should try, definitely leave it in the comments, because I'm open to trying new things, especially when it comes to art. So about just as important as your paints, I feel like all of this stuff is important, but the next thing I wanted to talk about is the brushes that you use. So for me, I have noticed that a lot of these are all hand-me-down brushes. A friend of mine, a really dear friend of mine, gave these to me, and I really, really have enjoyed them. I do feel like with brushes, you can probably get away with getting the cheaper ones as well. I think it just depends on how you want to use them and how you take care of them. So I've been really, really enjoying, again, one of my favorite brushes in here is this little brown one. I like to use it a lot for details. It's a little bit beat up because of how old it is, but this one is a Grumbacher number 4. So obviously I have a thing for that brand. I really am enjoying it, but I feel like you can probably get away with the cheaper brand of brushes too. I don't know what brand these are, but I got these, I think it was in like a value pack too. These blue colored ones, or these teal, I mean. Yeah, I really enjoyed these, and I've used them pretty much to the point of despair. I'm gonna need new brushes soon. But yeah, so that's what I use, and I have a lot more than this. I have a lot of hand-me-down brushes and just things I've had forever, so I couldn't tell you on a specific brand for these. Yeah, again, I think that's just preference and how you take care of them. That makes a difference. So if you guys are familiar at all with acrylic paints, which I'm sure a lot of you are, because we grow up using them oftentimes in grade school, acrylic paint dries so quickly. This can be both a blessing and a curse. I've been really excited to try oils because of the drying time. It takes longer so that I can blend things without having to worry about everything already drying up. When it comes to palettes, I feel like I have to bring this up, and I don't even know how you pronounce it, Smuello. But this is one of those paint saver palettes, and it's actually pretty like dirty on the inside. Yeah, I need to clean this, but yeah, wow, I really need to clean this out. But it does a great job at keeping my paints fresh. Usually they still end up drying out within like a day or two. So I can usually probably get by with 2 days, but just thought I'd mention that. It's been a blessing having Paint Saver palette. I think that's something that is really great for any acrylic artists. You can also make your own. I've seen people just use trays and then put plastic wrap over it. Personally, I'm not a fan of using so many disposable things. I'd rather have something that I can reuse. That's just my personal preference. Yeah, so I thought I'd bring that up to you guys. Once my paintings are done and I've waited a few days, I'll put that small glaze of glossy Gamvar picture varnish over my paintings, and you guys, you can see a world of difference. It really brings out the colors and the pigments in your paintings and makes them so much more vibrant and fluid, and it's definitely a plus for acrylics because oftentimes that you can have a pretty dry look, for lack of better term. So when you put on that varnish, and especially I've tried other varnishes and I've not liked them as much, but I really love the glossy varnish by Gamblin. I'll leave the links to everything that I've talked about in this video below. If you guys are interested in checking those out and purchasing them for yourselves. I will also leave the links to the camera equipment that I'm using. I bought everything off Amazon, and I'm a Prime member. I love Amazon so much, especially since I live kind of in the boonies. I'm about a good hour away from any art store. We live in a really rural area. There's a lot of farms and fields and stuff like that. So when I order things or when I need art supplies, Amazon's really my go-to when it comes to getting my stuff in a timely manner and not having to drive an hour. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know, yeah, it's all kind of stuff that I've talked about before, but I figured if I threw it all together in one video real quickly for you guys, it'd be better than giving you nothing for the week. One last announcement before I head out. I just wanted to say thank you so much for all of your guys' support. I truly appreciate it, and I feel like I am so lucky to have adopted you guys, everybody that is watching this. I thank you so much. Right now we're going through a little bit of a rough patch when it comes to my husband and I, our family. We have received recently some bad news. I don't want to share publicly exactly what that is, but I just asked for all of the prayers and all of the good vibes. I really appreciate that. Yeah, so please have forgiveness on my timeliness of uploading new content and new paintings and everything. It's been a little bit distracting, which is hard when you're an artist and you need to be using your creative mind freely with what you do. So yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like and hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.